Okay, stream test. I actually forgot to. If I didn't notice if I put the stream on private or on public. Oh well, guess we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Now let's see. Is the sound actually working?
Yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah, we good. Man, feels weird to stream like this after so many years or months actually. Just me this time. No background audio, no funny banter to go with the stream. But hey, this is still way better than before. Man, my audio, oof. I was listening to the last few streams I did, and man, how did people deal with me? Oh, hey, Leon. Guess who learned how to use guess who learned how to connect a microphone to her Android tablet. How's it going, dude? It's been a pretty chill day today over here. It was supposed to rain, but it didn't. And it's been sunny all day. Not warm though. It's been kinda cold. Man, I can't wait till more of this line art is done. Cause my sis is gonna like it. At least I hope she does, cause man, her brain's been fried with all the work she's been doing. I wonder if the microphone is picking up all those dog sounds from my neighbor's pets. Okay, stream, are you really working? So we're gonna lower this a bit just in case. Yes, audio is good. Decent, at least. Alright, I should make an announcement on the Twitters. Copy link. There we go. If only I could have some audio in the background, but man, I don't want to turn on my computer just so I can have some audio in the background. Tweeting. Also, better get to Threads after this and actually start posting there. Is it me or did someone turn on the washing machine? Did my parents get home? Is my sis home? Come on, gotta keep the stream going. Gotta keep drawing. Cause I haven't updated the commissioner today, anyways. Alright, it is picking it up. We good. I think I can get the liner done today. That way I can work on that Omori comic that I have so little to do to finish it. It's almost done. Oh, hey, Sorera. Sorry if I'm not very active in the chat. My phone doesn't have much juice left in him. But hey, what do you think of this? I'm not streaming from my computer today. I'm back to the tablet. Went back to my tablet, but I'm using the same microphone. Is everything okay? Yeah. Why you ask? I'm doing good at least. Matrox isn't here today. He's just sleeping. Time differences and all. But yeah, let the boy rest. He's doing good. Alright at least. Hey Survivor, I had an idea for a gamer Ruby drawing. And also one for, and it kinda included Penny. And I'm like, what do you think? Should Penny be drinking Mountain Dew and eating Doritos like a typical gamer? Because the color scheme fits her perfectly. Oh, I completely forgot that messages also appear here in the top of the stream. Penny would absolutely be a gamer, and she would be one of the best. The problem is that she would play and people would think that she is using a hack. Yep, she is the hack, in fact. Because supercomputer brain, absolutely. But yeah, I haven't run much original Ruby stuff in a while, and I really want to now that they're using that Greenlight Volume 10 hashtag. Like, come on, I want to participate as well. I was just busy with some stuff, normal computer getting bricked stuff, but now I'm better, so I want to be active again, come on. Also, I'm just still not used to my normal computer tablet. So, in the meanwhile, I'd rather make any line art, any defining lines on my tablet. It's just way easier. Also, yes, this is an Alice Madness commission. I was really excited when I got this one, so I worked on the sketch on her design until like 6 a.m. the night I got it. And now I'm taking care of myself. I'm working on it during the daytime. And the sketch turned out pretty good if I do say so myself. It looks pretty defining. The commissioner requested that she has 4 weapons at once. The other 2 are behind her back. But yeah, I think it's a pretty good sketch, and if I were the one, and if this was just a me drawing, I wouldn't even be doing the liner. I would just color it right away because it looks really good. Oh, hello, Eric Roman. But by the way, thank you for commenting on my Instagram. I don't get as much traffic there as I do on DeviantArt, so it's good to have a familiar face. But hey, do you think that that an open world Ruby game would be a good idea? I mean, open world, yes. Multiplayer, I don't think so. 4 weapons, yes, more weapons. Hold on, there we go. Yeah, because I mean, an open world Ruby game, there are so many anime inspired games at the moment, and they just keep coming out. It's like, yeah, it could absolutely work. Hey, Sorora, you were there on my Ruby Aerofail streams. You, I, maybe you remember how much I loved the map we got for that game for Atlas, and how I kept saying, hey, why don't we get more maps like this for the other kingdoms? Because that map added a lot of other towns, and the game added more lore. So yeah, an open world Ruby games, or not even open world, but one that's divided between areas, kind of like open neighborhoods, like in The Sims. I think that would work really good. Like, I think it would be like a Zelda or a Lego game. Yeah, it doesn't have to be like a super high graphics game. It just needs to run well. I mean, I'm not against a mission-based game either. But I think that's Ruby Grim Eclipse, and that's on the older side of the Ruby games. Hey, have you seen Puss in Boots 2? You think you can draw that as a Ruby character? I mean, he's already kind of a Grim, but yes, I have seen Puss in Boots 2. It was great. I saw it in Spanish, in the Latin American dub, and it's fantastic. That as a Ruby character. Do you mean like... Wait, do you mean like a human? A human form? Because if so, would he be a silver-eyed warrior? I mean, he uses sights, but I don't know if he would. If he would be. Or maybe he just uses red contact lenses to hide he's a silver-eyed warrior. Or who knows, maybe he is one, but he's on Salem's side. Actually, that would make for a sick OC. In the US, the Wolf is stopped by a Brazilian. A win. Big W. Yes, but maybe Afanos. Yes. I wonder what he would look like, because that from the Puss in Boots 2 kind of reminds me of the Hellhound from Helva Boss. Not Luna, the guy. The one that in human form is a bald guy. But I don't think that it would be bald. Like, now let's give him like a cool beard. Like an old and seasoned warrior. But talking about the Ruby game idea, yeah, I mean, let's see. It could be open world. I guess if we're going there, it could be a gacha game, but Ruby already had a few and they didn't last for very long. I would prefer it to just be a game where you get all the characters, and it maybe has some DLC here and there. I think the story could be like something a spin-off, but after volumes 9 or 10. You could play as the 4 Ruby characters. In the German dub, Dead says, I'm dead en masse. His line is metal, also the male hellhound is Vortex. Vortex, text for sure. Thank you, Eric. I haven't seen Hell of a Boss in consistently in a while now. I used to watch the episodes as they came out. but it was never my thing. But I watched the newest episode, the one that focused on Moxie and Melee, and I loved it. They're a really cute couple. Also, it was just a good episode. And it's like episode 7 of season 2. I have not seen a single episode of season 2 of Hell of a Buzz. Oh, but when the story progresses, you could play as Team Juniper. Actually, I think that would be a good idea where, yes, Team Ruby and Ruby are the main character, but there are sections where you play as Team Juniper. Or heck, maybe even as one of the older characters like Crow. Because I was playing Final Fantasy 13, and at one point you switch point of views from the main character, the girl Lightning, to a guy, and I think that could work. That way you see different perspectives. Hey, maybe Team Juniper could be in a mission somewhere else. hmm The idea is having it like a Lego game. The only Lego games I have played were, I'm sorry, was Lego Star Wars at a friend's house, and that was years ago when I was like 9 years old. So the extra characters could be the old hunter like Crow, Revan, Tai. Yeah. Yeah. How could that work? Because if it were to be an open world Ruby game, how could you have like how do I say it? Different time periods where the place stays the same, but like you use the same 2D space, but the characters are completely different when you play as Team Stark. Because it's a different time period. And the idea I have is, if the game needs speed movement, you could use Ruby or Harriet. Yeah, like you can build your own team. That way we don't always have to stay with just Team Ruby or just Team Juniper. You need to break heavy things, you use Yang, Nora, Elm. Yeah, so similar to whatchamacallit, to Arrowfelt, but with more variety. Smart Things, Wise, Penny, Ren. Yes. Soraya, I know you hated Ruby Justice Leagues, and that's completely valid, but I actually really like the fact that Wise can code, or like Wise knows how to code. Like, I don't know, I just find that super interesting for her character. Actually, I'm gonna continue her hand later. I need to fix that, but I don't want to do it right now. Like, when she's hacking some stuff at the mansion with Batman, I was like, we have never seen Wise hack before. We just knew she was a very prim and proper character. But like, if she's also a hacker, I'm all in for it. But yeah, Ren, I guess, is more of a. I would. He's not dumb by any means, but I would say he's wise. Like, he's not gonna go straight into a biggie's a beehive like, I don't know, Ruby would. I would say he's more on the cautious side. To be fair, I think John would also count as the quote smart type because he's more of a strategist and a leader. So yeah, everyone has its ups and downs. I have an idea here. If you need to reflect a laser or light, you could use someone with a shield like John Pira. Yes, I agree. For a moment, I was thinking reflect lasers. Sorry, I recently played Portal 2, and I've been thinking about that gaming mechanic as well. Or heck, even swords like Penny. For stealth movements, Blake, Ren, or May. Ruby is also somewhat useful for stealth, but because in volume 8 she managed to sneak everyone across the Atlas headquarters. But yeah, mostly May. I liked May. Guys, I really loved May Marigold in volume 8. And I'm so sad that we'll probably never see her again. She was an actually good, actually useful secondary character who had a cute design, cute colors, and we'll probably never see her again. Rest in power, May Marigold. You are definitely better than Robin, in my opinion. For a RWBY game, I think the gameplay will be similar to MGR and Infamous 1-2. I haven't seen those, sorry Eric. Like a level in Beacon, you could 100%. Like a level in Beacon, you can 100%. You get a skin from Cinder. Exactly. Going back to old games, instead of just paying for a skin, you could get it for free by 100%ing a level. Why are games so hard to make? You have any idea how many games I would make if I didn't have to learn how to code? To be fair, Python isn't that hard, and I've just been putting off that project I had in mind. It wasn't Ruby related at all, but you get what I mean. I'm saying that because I was thinking like a Lego game. Again, sorry, my bad, I just haven't played those. Even if you have really simple 3D models like in Lego, you still gotta code everything, and that's still very time consuming. Graphics and coding aren't easy, yeah. There's definitely a difference between animating a Lego character or a character from like Spider-Man. But yeah, a RWBY game where you use different characters would be the way to go. Actually, speaking of a RWBY open world game, what if the main character was a new character? Like, someone completely new, not necessarily someone that you customize, but you have to make a team, and that's where you can choose different characters from RWBY. Like, it can be an up to 5 characters. That way you can include all of Team RWBY plus the new character, or all of Team Juniper and the main character. Because one of a good argument I heard about RWBY Airfell is that we should have played as Team Riot at some point at least. And I'm like, hey, yeah, like they made those new characters and we didn't expand on them. And they got some really OP semblances. Like that girl that could teleport, come on. Missed opportunity, even if Airfell was Other idea, if you end some levels with a accept character, you get a secret skin for the character, like only using one character. I getcha. I haven't played Sonic Forces either. I know, I haven't played many games. Hey, Zurera, were you there when I streamed Sonic Generations? Ren is a Buddhist monk, and I don't know. He's definitely... I don't know if a Buddhist monk per se, because I get a way different vibe from him. Oh, hey, Matrix. I should not be away. You should not. Yet here you are. You're welcome, I guess. Hey, guess what we're doing? We're talking about Ruby and how a Ruby open world game could possibly be. Can't sleep. Oh, damn. Well, what to talk about? We already talked about beer and about our past and about how the world's gonna end and all that stuff that isn't important. The idea I had is you play with Crow in a level that has something with Team Stark, and when you end the level 100%, you get Crow with a skirt. Yes. But no, that's a good idea. Cause like Matrix was playing Hitman Contracts, and that's an old game. And when you 100% a level, you get like a really cool weapon, like a silenced dual pistol, or like a weapon made of gold. You could either get a special skin or a special weapon. Okay, Ruby open world game idea, Gothic 2 mod. Or Skyrim mod. I'm sure someone's already made it. How would you feel if James Gunn, director of Guardians of the Galaxy, was writer and director of Ruby? Uh, I'm gonna be in the minority here, but I don't like his stuff. It's not bad by any means. I did watch Peacemaker, but man, the jokes were not funny. Not for me at least. Hello, Mod19. Also, my voice is running out, even though I haven't even been streaming for an hour. James Gunn is good, but some things are bad. It's just the first half of that show. The setup was good, don't get me wrong. I actually like that. But the sex jokes, the drawn out jokes, it's like I'm not into this, and I'm not invested in the characters anyway to actually care. But I have a friend that really likes James Gunn, and he went to watch the last Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Everyone has different taste. If I had the choice, I would never watch his stuff again. I will say though, the person they hire for fighting choreography in Peacemaker, and it's probably the same guy that worked in the Suicide Squad. He made some amazing fights. They look great. Well, you've been talking for 4 hours. Gee. What have I done? Have I done today? I woke up. I ate 2 hot dogs while I was quote talking. Because yes, I ate two, not one. And now I started working. Because I woke up late today. Even though yesterday I could have gone to bed at like 1:30 a.m. But no, I decided to stay up and not do much after that. Actually, it was 27 minutes. See, not even half an hour, and my voice is already dying. Just goes to show how long I haven't streamed for. There was a second one? Yes. And it looked exactly like the first one. Hey, it was like breakfast and lunch, so I'm allowed to eat 2 hot dogs, okay? I'm allowed. Me, when mom isn't home, eats 2 hot dogs. Oh, Oh, another idea. If you played with Pyrrha in Atlas level and get 100%, you would get a Pyrrha skin, like Pyrrha from Volume 7. Oh, wait, Pyrrha skin from Volume 7. Oh, or maybe the Ice Queendom dress. And when you end the game full 100%, you would get the brothers, the gods from Ruby. I feel like if you got to play as the gods from Ruby, you would just be one-shotting every single character. No judgment, you know me. Sometimes I have my bread, lunch, dinner in KFC. Yes. But yeah, you could get the Ice Queendom skins. Honestly, it's rare. The more that I think about it, the more that Ruby would really benefit from an open world game because, like I said in Arufel, I really liked that map, and that would be a cool way to explore more of Remnant, like actually explore Remnant. Sorry if I'm making some sound, just moving. I'm not excited for Ruby X Justice League Part 2, didn't like Part 1. Hey, you're not alone in it. I actually really liked it, but yeah. It's kind of discouraging to know that the last official animated Ruby thing we're getting is a crossover with the Justice League. Like, I would be completely okay with it being something else Ruby related, but not a crossover. Can we get like a special episode or something? Guess not. It's like playing Superman in late games, you one-shot everything. Yeah, or playing what was the game? Nier Automata in the easiest level and Chubby just annihilates anything she hits with her sword. Yeah, about time to give Ruby some proper world building. Yeah, 9 seasons in seems like a good time to world build this shit because we've only seen yeah, we've seen some cities, but it's hard to connect the dots when we don't have, I don't know, a map, a point of reference, because when they were walking in to Mistral, it was, we didn't know where they were exactly. Heck, I think not even they knew where they were just randomly walking. I hate the Justice League design in that movie. They desperately need a redesign. Wonder Woman actually looked good in my opinion. Now the real question is, will the designs of Team Ruby for Part 2 be good or not? Because in RTX they did show a still of Part 2, but that one only had Yang. We didn't see the other girls. Finally, Yang gets something. Because oftentimes she's forgotten. It's why. As it should be. Oh no, it's lagging. Come on, don't lag on me, please. I saw Yang's design, it was awful. Team Ruby designs are gonna be bad. Yeah, Yang hasn't gotten a good design since Volume 2. And you know what? No, Volume 4's design was okay still. It's hard to make a good looking superhero suit for an already existing character. She looked good in a ponytail though. The ponytail looked good. I kinda wish she keeps that look for for Baikyo if there ever is a volume 10. Because I don't think she needs to change, like her long blonde hair is a staple. But if they're not gonna come up with a cool design, they can at least do something with her hair that doesn't really change that much. I wonder what they're gonna do with Wise though, because I can see Ruby wearing a skin tight suit since she's a speed character, but Wise, I don't know if I want to see her in a full bodysuit. I want her to. I want them to give her some kind of skirt. People went junk in cowgirl attire. I mean, she would look good, but I feel like people forget that she's a biker. Like, guys, she's a biker girl, not a horse girl. Come on. Why is it gonna be like? Gonna be, I don't know, Batgirl B2. She's gonna be Elsa confirmed. I don't know much about American comics, so I can't comment on it. Horses are just bikes without engines. Yeah, but like, I mean, you got a point. Other idea for the Ruby game where we're talking? Yes, ideas. You know what's a thing that all these anime Genshin inspired games just keep missing? Yeah, even though it's such a good idea and it's right there, I think every single NPC should have a unique design. And I know what you think, like, oh, who has time to do that, Sesh? How can you possibly come up with all new designs? Now, and to that I say, hey, if you watch My Little Pony, you would know all those background characters had unique designs, unique color palettes, even though a lot of them had the same hairstyle. And even so, they were completely distinct from each other, and people loved them. So I think if they were to make a Ruby open world game, they should go all out on the secondary characters. Okay, let me catch up. If you're getting the same team, some characters, they would have a special quote. Yeah, special interactions. Oh, my fam's home, so I guess I have to be quieter now. Oops. Remember Jagatai? He went from horses to bikes to pocket dimension travel, so there's hope for Yang. There's hope for everyone. You put Ruby and John and they say, hey, creator phrase, hi, Bummet Boy. Yeah. Actually, Sorera, I think in, what was the name of that game? Blast Blue, that game that had the Ruby characters, or at least Team Ruby plus Neo. If you had, all of the 4 girls, they had some unique voice lines. For a Ruby game, I would have it if you can upgrade the semblance and weapons. Oh yeah, well, semblances you can kinda do that in Ruby Aerofeld, but weapons, yeah, makes sense. Kinda like the system in Genshin. I think it was Paladins, the game they were in. That was another game, but they also had a not a crossover, but they were they were playable characters in Cross Tag. Blast Blue. I don't remember the name of the game. Yes, they are in Paladin's Might. Yes, that game as well. I have the best idea for a Ruby game. It better not fucking be a dating sim. I swear to God, Matrix. Ruby Total War, an RTS game. Okay. RTS. Ruby 2048. With lots of Praetorians, yes. If a game has Praetorians, then Matrix thinks it's good. Matrix giving a Ruby game 10 out of 10 just because it has Praetorians. Oh, I'm doing some good progress with her dress. The benefits of having a very clear sketch. I am nothing but inside jokes at this point. I mean, yeah. But like, dude, you could be more if you fell asleep. Then again, I'm not exactly someone that falls asleep whenever she wants, so I get ya. I get the insomnia. You know what's one thing that would always put me to sleep when I was a kid? It wasn't warm milk. It wasn't counting sheep. It was watching the third Harry Potter movie. Because I liked the first two, but the third one puts me to sleep all the time. At least it did when I was a kid. I haven't tried to watch that movie in a decade. Hola, downslide. Guess what we're talking about? We're talking about a possible Ruby game. Not that Rooster Teeth announced a new Ruby game. We're just talking. Hey, how would an open world Ruby game work? And we have ideas. It's just really hard to make them happen. Crowan, Cinder, and Winter flying while using her clips. Oh, you can walk and run in the game, but some characters have special abilities. Yeah, basically what Aerofell had, but in an open world game, so you can actually use it in 3D. If you hear any weird sounds, that's me drinking some cold coffee because that's the only liquid in my room at the moment. While using her summons to fly or swing. I think it would be a fun. It could also work as a 2D game if it was a really fun platformer. Not like Aerofell, but like Mario 63. That game was fun, man. Oh, that game was godlike. Also, you could spawn vehicles like Bumblebee or airships. How would that work, though? Oh, wait, yeah, right, we're talking about 3D. Got another good idea for a Ruby game. A Metroidvania during Bowling 7 with rare animated cutscenes, a rush story, and repetitive gameplay. What can go wrong? Absolutely nothing, right? Right, guys? A Ruby dating game so I can decline Bumblebee. Oh! Don't like, no, not a Ruby dating game. A Ruby matchmaking game. Then you can decide who. Then you can decide which couples become canon. You would just make the weirdest combinations, like Nora with Blake. Actually, Ruby matchmaking game sounds fun. It sounds so scandalous. Like a game designed just to create drama. No, now I want that. You could go to a mechanic or some kingdom base to spawn. I have an idea for a Mad Hatter Ruby character who has a guitar and would turn into a maze. Mad Hatter, though. I mean, there are plenty of designs to get ideas from. Especially that Twisted Wonderland mobile game. Oh, that game has some amazing characters designed. They are to die for. Jailbirds. Which one was Jailbirds? I I I, I don't want to look it up at the moment because I don't want to turn away from the YouTube chat. Although I might have to because I only have 6% left battery on my phone. But yeah, Ruby matchmaking game. That would be fun. Robin X Crow, I think. Oh, Crow and Robin. Yeah, you should also be able to match up the oldies. Who cares about these things and their saving the world problems? Yeah, I think if it were a Ruby matchmaking game, you could play a completely original character that just wants to mess things up. Or you play as Salem or one of Salem's subordinates, and you're trying to get everyone to have relationship drama. So they're too busy to mess in your plans. Guys, we have our premise. Why haven't you charged it yet? Also, what is that is one durable battery? Well, it is an Android. Oh, 5%. I'm gonna have to charge it. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still gonna see the chat. I'm just gonna connect it and use it while it charges. Even though I legit just told Madrox a while ago to not use his phone while he charges it. I heard the creator is trying to make a third Alice Madness game. I heard that too, dude. And but my sis told me that EA canceled it because they're EA and they hate anything that's good. I'm gonna make some noise. Okay, I legit just had to connect it to the plug that's right beside me. Oh, how do I do this? Okay, let's see the chat. And we are talking about a Ruby game with a lot of characters, but we're not gonna make Grims as characters. That would already be too hard. I mean, having a lot of human characters, I get that. But having a lot of... but having to animate characters that walk in 4 legs... I mean, if you guys saw the tweets about Volume 9, apparently it was very hard to get Little's 3D model to work properly. Because sometimes they walked in 2 legs and sometimes in 4. So, yeah, no green playable characters, they can just be NPCs. But man, damn it, Sorera. Now you got me invested in that Ruby matchmaking game. Downslide, you're not off the hook. You also kind of came up with the idea. Or maybe you could play it as a character that has like a how could we call it, a love potion semblance, and they're working for Salem, so they're just messing with the Beacon students or the teachers. That is some drama. I want half the royalties, not if I release it for free. But yeah, I can pay you in what can I pay you? In V-Bucks. I hope you like Fortnite. How about Human Green Zombies? I mean, it sounds cool, but hmm. How would you include the really cool Grim in a Ruby game? Because those are all they're not exactly the fighting type. Like the apathy, you can't fight them a normal way. Unless it was a bit of an old Silent Hill type game. No, not Silent Hill. An old Resident Evil type game where you have to avoid the monster. Oh, or like Alien Isolation where you can't kill the alien. All you can do is hide from it and get away. That's how it could work with the apathy. Like a semi-bosses. Now that's a 3 million word idea. I guess you guys could use an agent and a manager, an advertisement leader, and for proper pay, of course. Unionizing in my studio, or events boss like Monster Hunter. Events boss. You mean like a timed event, like the ones Genshin has? Actually, I've never played a single Monster Hunter game in my life. Predator Apathy Edition. But yeah, we can include some special grim like the apathy, if the whole point isn't to kill them, just to run away from them. Like in the map, would they will leave a mark on the map in a special thing, and they would say like Leviathan event, and you and your team would go there and defeat the Grim and get money or upgrades for a weapon or characters. Oh, okay. Celtic Phoenix had an idea on the apathy where if they consume enough people, they can shapeshift. Shapeshift? I don't know if shapeshifting would be like a good idea. Like, you mean they would turn? I assume you mean they would turn into people, or they would upgrade into a more fierce version of themselves. But you know what would be maybe scarier? If they become stronger, they then you can't perceive them. Like they don't become invisible, but they could probably just go around people and they would not notice them. Like imagine some apathy reach a city and they become really strong and they can just walk around town amongst the people, making them feel like shit, and no one notices them because they're too strong. Like imagine Team Ruby having to fight something they can't see. And then when they finally see it, it's just this horrific thing. A mixture of both turn into people, but can make themselves stronger. Oh, so kind of like a shapeshifter. Like that would be an event city. The city is full of apathy, kill all of them and you get a reward. Yeah, like you would first have to find the apathy because you know it's there, and because everyone's kind of going comatose. But you don't know where the center of the apathy is, so you have to find that first before exterminating them. I feel like Ruby would work as a Darksiders, like, or Zelda if you're mid, bro, game, 3D dungeon crawling with puzzles and combat segments. Bro, that is a low blow for Zelda fans. And I'm not even a Zelda a Zelda person. Mimikyu as a Grim. Good. Also, how you feeling? Still not sleepy? Maybe the reason you can't sleep is because you forgot to do something like do you have your alarm set? Or I don't know, did you pack everything on your bag for tomorrow? Just saying, cause sometimes I can't sleep and I don't know why until I remember, oh, I forgot to do this thing, or oh, I forgot to check the faucet's not running, or something like that. Kirby as a Grim Chomp. My mom's being loud. Oops. If you hear someone else, it's my family. Getting sleepy? Yeah, everything is ready. Okay. Everything is ready except you. Other idea, when you end the main story, you can play a side story and you play as the villains. Oh, you play as Team Ruby? Just kidding, just kidding. But yeah. Oh yeah, you could get an after story where you see where the villains are thinking what to do next. I don't wanna go. I don't want you to go either. I don't know what goes on there, but I can tell you're suffering. Salem wins, yes. Now that I remember, what game engine was Ruby Airfield made in? Was it Unity? Remnant goes through the third impact. Everyone just becomes orange juice. I wanna stay home and stream Boltgun, telling wacky story, and not spend 8 hours sorting clothes. Someone returned. If only I could become a popular streamer, then I could drag you all with me and none of you would have to work. But we're already down to 2 viewers. No. Though I am making good progress, I'm glad I streamed. I'm done with her main dress, and I haven't been streaming an hour yet. Good progress. Oh, after this, you know what I gotta do? I gotta keep reading some of that comic that Link Lord recommended me. Because I'm in chapter 12, I think, and I really like the art style. And the main character, which is good because I tend to stick with the main characters. Another idea, when you're playing with John, you could use a Rusted Knight skin and summon Juniper to walk around the map. Yeah, you could kind of summon it, and maybe they don't stay there the whole time. Like, you can only summon it every 5 minutes and for 1 minute. Because otherwise, it would be too OP. Make that one, I guess. It got colder. I might sleep now. Yes, please do. I'm okay with having zero viewers as long as you go to sleep. Have a good night, dude. Bazinga. Uniper is not the OP. No, but they were kind of helpful when they first encountered the. No, not when they first encountered, but when the Jabberwocker appeared at the carnival. Link has a bike? Oh, right, right. He does in the new game. Oh man, I forgot to tell Matrix to like the stream. Oh well. Like and subscribe, I guess. Oh, speaking of subscribing slash accounts, have any of you made any a Thread account yet? Because I had no idea so many people were actually doing it. I thought people were just gonna leave it there since they found out not safe for work content was not gonna be allowed there. I made one for the heck of it just because I don't want someone impersonating me there. I already learned my lesson with Instagram. Do you think Ruby's side Crescent Rose should turn into a sword as its third form? No, just because Crow already has that. I think it should turn into something else. You know what it could be? Maybe a boomerang, because Ruby always loses Crescent Rose and can't do anything. Like whenever she tries to run to get it, she can't. So why not have the sight go to her in some way? Have it turn into a boomerang and propel itself back to her. And I say boomerang because I recently re-listened to the Inuyasha OP, and one of the girls there has a giant boomerang. And then again, isn't Bakuo supposed to be like Australia? We're probably gonna see a boomerang character over there. Mm. I want to see more of Summer's weapon because that one was an axe, but we haven't seen its gun form yet. So come on, Rooster Teeth, Green Light Volume 10. Remember when Rooster Teeth was an independent company and they would just green light new volumes themselves? Remember when Volume 7 aired and Ruby greenlit two volumes at once? Man, those were the days. We didn't know how good we had it. Sorare says, even they greenlit Volume 10, they would not show Summer using her weapon. Yeah. They only teased us, that was it. It was too good to be true. You know, those first Ruby episodes were and most people can agree on that. I think they should have showed a bit of Summer there. And not in the last episodes. Like, tease Summer as the honest person we think she is, and then in the last episode we see that scene from that we actually saw, and we realize, oh hey, she was lying actually, huh? I think that would make it even more impactful. But Bowling 9 was a 6 out of 10. I mean, fair enough. I don't like Crunchyroll either. I got it. Uh, yeah, just to like, okay, fine, I'll bite the bullet, but their web design isn't good. Like, it's not even not great. It's not good. And Crunchyroll as a company just sucks. They really need to pay their translators more. How would you do a boogeyman character in Ruby Set? I mean, I'm not very acquainted with that character. I guess they would have a semblance similar to Fiona's, because Fiona could make pocket dimensions. So it would be a character that can do pocket dimensions and just snatches up people. And I don't know, they would probably blame it on a Grim when actually no, it's a person doing this. Oop. Uh, for anime lovers, dubs or sub? I'm gonna go with subs, but if it's something made by Hiroyuki Imaichi, dubs. I watched Cyberpunk in English, and it was great. It had some tidbits that I wonder if they added them in post production or if they were there originally in the Japanese version, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't think those parts were in the original Japanese version. I don't know why, but Hiroyuki Imaishi anime just better. It's just better in English. It's like the voice actors put all their love into it, and I mean that for Pantheon Stalking, for Gurren Lagann, for Cyberpunk, even for Kill la Kill. And I watched that one in Japanese with subtitles the first time around. Some dubs are pretty well executed. Yeah, most are. Well, not most, but some are. But uh, I don't know why the Studio Triggers ones are just they hit different. My fab tops here in Brazil are Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Naruto, Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, etc. All the big ones, yes. I haven't listened to any anime dub in Spanish in years, I'm gonna be honest. But some people say some dubs are really good. And that's good. The more the merrier. The only dub I don't like is JoJo because they say the copyright name of the stands. I'm gonna go for a while by a month 19. I don't know how long I'll stay either, but I'll try to finish at least her main body. Oh, I was talking with Matrix about this the other day, about anime dubs. Well, the other day, more like a few weeks ago. Oh wait, Suarez is playing something. Gonna listen to him first. Let me explain, Sesh. Most all of JoJo's stands are music based. I mean, I've seen a bit of JoJo, and I can kind of understand. Actually, that's partially the reason why I could never take JoJo too seriously. Like, I couldn't understand. Not understand, but I was like, why is it called this, and why are they putting it as a really serious thing? Like, my parents like American music. I can't unsee it. I can't take it seriously. So to have no copyright, they use a different name in the anime. Oh, makes sense. Makes sense. I don't remember. I guess I don't remember JoJo as well as I thought. An example: King Crymon's Emperor Crimson. Actually, that makes it funnier. Golden Experience, Golden Wing. Stink Fingers, Cyberman. That's not really a pet peeve of mine, but one thing that was very annoying back in the with the old Spanish anime dubs is that they would translate something literally. Like in Dragon Ball, when Goku used a Genki Dama, they would translate that from Japanese to Spanish, and it sounded kinda cringe, or at least that's what I think happened in the Hispanic Spanish dub of Dragon Ball, because the Latin American one was good. What's another good anime dub? And Ghost Stories doesn't count. That one's too different from the original. It is funny though. Oh right. While we think of good anime dubs, like I was saying, I was talking about with Matrix with this, and I don't know if you guys have seen this unknown anime called One Piece, but One Piece was dubbed in English for the first time by 4Kids. You know, infamous 4Kids that censored a lot of stuff from Japan. Well, uh, apparently, and the Latin American, the Spanish dub for One Piece was basically a copy paste of the English 4Kids dub. Like, it had all the censorships, it had all the name changes, it had this is weird, but it had the missing episodes. No, I mean, like, it didn't air the episodes because 4Kids didn't air the episode. It was very weird. And I only realized it I realized this when I saw the YouTuber's Red Bart video on One Piece, where she pointed out all the differences between the original One Piece and the 4Kids version, and I was like, oh my god, this is the version I watched on TV when I was a kid. Like, why did they? Okay, I get that they probably used that dub because maybe it was too expensive or too annoying to translate everything from scratch from Japanese to Spanish, but it's like they took the English version and made it in Spanish. Why, I don't know. Death Note. I actually haven't. I saw this note years ago, and I saw the subtitle version. Oh, and I specifically say that the One Piece Spanish dub is kind of weird because uh there have been other shows like Cardcaptor Sakura that were dubbed in Spanish that were very faithful to the original show, but Cardcaptor Sakura was, I guess, very heavily censored in the U.S. So to me, it was like, weird that they didn't dub One Piece uh from scratch from Japanese to Spanish. Yet Cardcaptor Sakura got an amazing Spanish dub and was super duper popular just by being faithful. Okay, Eric says, I have a cool idea for Oscar Semblan. He has the power to absorb dust energy. It can make him stronger and heal him, and dust isn't harmful to his body, so he can shoot out dust energy. Yes, actually, Eric, I think that should be his semblance. And you know how all the characters in Ruby have gotten upgrades? The upgrade to his semblance should be being immune to magic, or being able to absorb it. That way, next time Salem wants to zap him with her rainbows, he won't be hurt. Talking about dub and sub, let's talk about cartoons. Like here in Brazil, we had some translations of names of Ben 10 aliens that are funny. Like Heart Blast Chama. Yeah, that's really different. I don't remember what they were called in the Spanish dub. Sometimes I am tempted to go back and rewatch Ben 10 because I couldn't like it. I couldn't like it as a kid, but maybe I would like it as an adult. But yeah, being able to absorb dust or being able to use dust, maybe somewhat similarly to Hazel, could work. Minus the having to stab yourselves with the dust, obviously. Gosh, youch. Okay. I haven't come up with any other good anime dub. Sorry. Heartless in Spanish is called Fuego. Oh, they literally just called him Fire, huh? Wow, those translators were not trying. Ripjust is aquatico. Literally aquatic. Ripjust is a way cooler name. Oh, in Brazil it's aquatico. Yeah, it fits. Maybe if Oscar absorbs dust, each one gives him different powers, but if he absorbs all types of dust, he can turn into a bomb. It won't kill him, but it is very destructive. He basically becomes a soldier boy from the boys. And that guy is OP as fuck. Big Chill is real. What was it the name really Big Chill? That's hilarious. Also, I hope I'm not keeping you guys awake because it's getting dark on my end. I'm gonna have to close the curtain soon. Here in Brazil, Big Chill has two names. Big Chill reminds me of Big Smoke. All you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. In some episodes, he is called Calafrio. In others, Fria Gem. Very weird indeed. I wonder if they just couldn't decide which one, so they call him both, or maybe it was a copyright issue. Actually, not. Maybe I can just copy paste the eyes and work on them from then on. Although they look blurry, probably not a good idea. It's gonna work on the weapons for now. Big Shield could be translated to Calafrio or Fria Gem. Okay, we were talking about really good English dubs. Have you guys seen Zombieland Saga? Because I haven't, but look up Zombieland Saga Season 2 Driver Guy clip. That guy's dubbing is out of this world. It's so insanely good. Zombieland Saga Season 2 Driver Guy. Ghost Freak has the same translate name here as Brazil. It's Fantasmático. That is a good name in Spanish. It's creative. I wonder how long have we been streaming for? An hour, maybe? Because it is getting dark and I have to go do some house stuff. So let's just finish this weapon and maybe her bow. And I'll be calling it not a night, but a stream. What about forearms and toe pick? Man, I remember forearms. The fast blue one, the fire guy, the little one that looked like a fly. But other than that, I don't remember Benton aliens. What was the crystal one called? Was that one forearms? Oh, old Cartoon Network shows. You were so good. Oh, also, I didn't know this, but apparently the animation company, at least, or the studio that made Ben 10 is the one making the new Sonic Prime cartoon. Because I always wonder, what happened to the studio that made Generator Rex and Ben 10? Is it still around? And yes, and they're still making good stuff. It's Diamond Head, the crystal one. Four Arms is the red guy. Okay, I knew they were different. Four Arms is Cuatro Brazos. Yep, same in Spanish. That's the one name the translators didn't have to do anything at all with, and then they thought, let's just not do our jobs and not translate the others that amazingly. Wildmat is Bestia. Well, it's in Brazil, it's Besta. I mean, I think that one's okay. Maybe Wildmud would be too difficult to localize into other languages. Like just calling it beast, it fits well. Hey guys, did we mention this in the last stream? Did I mention this in the last stream when I was with Matrix? But are any of you excited for the Among Us cartoon that's being made by the creator of Infinity Train? Because I know I am. Actually, I have no idea if the Among Us cartoon is gonna be just. It's gonna be just a funny haha show for kids. Yep, exactly. Among Us cartoon. Look it up, it's real. Owen Dennis, everyone. Owen Dennis is directing the Among Us cartoon. The guy who made Infinity Train, one of the best story-driven sci-fi cartoons in the last decade. He's making he's making the Among Us cartoon. They're gonna make Yes, they're gonna make an Among Us cartoon. I will never stop saying it. We still don't know what it's gonna about. What it's gonna be about. We don't know if it's gonna be story driven or just episode by episode, colorful beings killing each other. But I hope it's good. And I know Owen Dennis created one of my favorite shows ever, but I don't know who the writers for the show are gonna be. I hope they're good ones. Like, come on! I don't want an Among Us cartoon to fail. I want it to be good. Why? Just why? I feel like the cartoon will be like South Park for kids. Exactly. It's gonna be Happy Tree Friends. It's gonna be Happy Tree Friends for 2020 kids. Oh my god, can you imagine the Among Us cartoon comes out and it's just as bloody as Happy Tree Friends? I don't think I could recover from that. I want it to be good, but I don't want it to be that gross. Also, Diamond Head is Cabeza de Diamante in Spanish. Yeah, the same as in English. It actually fits okay. Crystal Head would have been okay. Though maybe people would have made Steven Universe Crystal Gem jokes. Also, I made really good progress with this line art. Dang, I'm so glad I streamed today. Here in Brazil, we just name him the gem name that is Diamante. Shine bright like a diamond. Steam fly is insectoid like in Brazil. I think that one works because calling it like what stink fly would be like in Spanish would maybe not be that very good. Not good for toy sales. Oh, Brazil and Spanish are working together in their translations. Yep. They're not walking together, man. They're holding hands. They're holding hands. They're looking at each other's homeworks. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. Terraspin is what? Tornado. Oh. Why did it take me so long to say that word? But in Brazil, we give him a funnier name, Tartagira. That one's better and it's easier to say. Tartagira. Have you heard of Kuro the artist? He is a Ben 10 YouTuber. He made Ben 10 Ultimate Aliens redesigns. They're so cool. Oh my dude. I never watch his YouTube channels. But I know he also made the 10 years later Danny Phantom comic. And I know he also worked... Eric, how long have you been watching Kuro the artist? Did you ever see his videos where he talked about working for Butch Hartman and working on some animating some cartoons for him, and how he also worked in some secret projects, quote secret projects that never really saw the light of day, and how Butch Hartman like rushed him for some work, like he hired him to make some animations in a few weeks, and out of nowhere he said, hey, that thing I wanted in a few weeks, finish it in a few days. Yep, I know Kuro and he is great. He was really fun to listen to. And man, he doesn't have those videos about Butch Hartman online anymore, but I kinda had them on my computer because back then I had really bad internet. So I would download most of the videos I listened to, and having to download those. Also, Brainstorm is Cerebron. Eh? I mean, it works. A Brainstorm. That's also what Jimmy Neutron said in the English version of Jimmy Neutron. So I'm glad they translated it as Cerebron. Otherwise, people would have made Jimmy Neutron memes. Here in Brazil, we just named the biology name of the alien. That is Arthropode. Oh, I thought you would have just called him Brain. Arthropode, huh? But yeah, Eric, thank you for reminding me of Kuro the artist. I think he goes by the Ink Tank now. And I recently checked his stuff. He has a lot of Ben 10 videos. But he doesn't seem to have the Butch Hartman ones, because he said what he learned how to animate for Butch Hartman. Kinda. But after a while, the work relationship soured. But man, it was super interesting. I have not a lot, but I have a somewhat decent amount of old videos from YouTube that aren't online anymore. And sometimes I wonder, should I make another YouTube channel where I upload all the stuff that isn't online anymore? But then I think, wait, maybe that could get me in some legal trouble. Okay, what's just drawing Marjok's playlist from the Ink Tank fan designs of Ultimate Aliens? Hey, I'm curious. Since we're talking about animation and turning into different types of monsters, have any of you guys seen Nimona, that new movie on Netflix? It's about a girl who can transform into different things, and it has very similar animation to Spider Verse, and it's just a really good movie on itself. No, but I really want to see it. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna spoil any of it. Then it's a good movie. It's good. People say that it's gay. It is. It doesn't have. It's not like a romance movie though. It was genuinely good. I love how fast paced the 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 whatchamacallit. The jokes are more gay cartoons. Fuck, I joking, but yeah, yep, it's gay. But it's surprisingly open about it. Good for them. Wow, I wonder why Disney didn't wanna release Nimona the movie. I wonder why. But yeah, I say the art style is similar to Spider Verse, but there are parts where the animation really the animation, not the art style, the animation really feels like Spider Verse, and I mean that I mean that in a good way. Also, it just has some really nice 3D models. It's a really good looking movie. Oh, I find here Chroma Stone is the most boring name. Piedra. The Rock. Chroma Stone sounds so cool, but no, they just had to call him Rock. They had gay characters in Strange World, yet released it, but not Nimona. Okay, but also they did not market Strange World at all. That movie came out of nowhere. Well, Nimona didn't have that much advertisement either, but it was a Netflix movie by the time we actually knew it was gonna come out. Cause man, that movie got shafted. They shot on Blue Sky Studio when the movie was already so done. Then Annapurna Pictures stepped in to finish it, and hey, it got finished and got put up in an actual popular streaming service, because there are other good movies from smaller studios that deserve to be seen but get put in like Hulu. And yes, I'm talking about Wolf Walkers. That one got put in on Apple TV. Serious, I can't see Ben 10 scream Piedra. Maybe he called it something cooler. Who knows? Maybe his official name was Piedra, but maybe they dubbed something different where Ben said, "No, I'm gonna call it this other thing." X Golden XD started following you. Thank you. Yeah, I made a Threads account. I think I mentioned this previously. I don't want someone else to take my username, so I'm gonna start posting there. Not really being active, like talking to people, maybe comments. But I'm gonna start posting my art there in case any of you have accounts. If not, you can just follow me wherever you already do. I'm not your boss. Here in Brazil, we translate to chromatico. That one's cooler. That one's so much cooler. Chromatico. Chromatic. Yeah, way better than just stone. Or pebble or rock. You guys knew. You guys saw the Spanish dub and said no and made it actually good. What else? What else to talk about? Man, we didn't even get a release date for Ruby Justice League Part 2, even if no one's really waiting for it. But there are all the animators are gone from Rooster Teeth, so that means they finished animating it already. But that means they either haven't. Well, they've already must have dubbed it. Like, come on. But they're probably in post production, just adding all the effects, all the extra tidbits. Holy moly, Brazil and Spanish are friends. Yes. I mean, why wouldn't we be? I mean, right. I'm sure your country has some tensions with some nearby countries. But overall, it's like, yeah, the languages are really similar. Way too similar. It's insane how I can sometimes understand Portuguese just because the words are like almost the same. Armadillo is armadillo like in Brazil again. Yes. Oh, also speaking of Brazil and animation, it reminded me of an anime I saw a long time ago called Michiko and Hatchin. It's a show that's set in Brazil, and it's an anime. It was done by the director of. It was directed by the director of Yuri on Ice, and it's good. It's alright. I don't remember much of it, but I did like how different the setting was. I was like, wow, they actually took the time to represent a completely different country. Also, I just really liked the main character's design. She was cool. And I'm almost done. Wow. That anime pretty good. Oh, you've seen it. Yeah, it was I like how it was episodic, but it managed to keep the main plot going. Like for an anime original to be episodic and keep that going, pretty good. Also, Michiko Malandro's design is just, dude, I love hoop earrings. She looks great. Also, Frankenstrike in Spanish is Frankentrueno. They saw their chance and they took it. It works. Actually, I man, sorry if I keep going back to Kuro the artist to the ink tank, but I gotta check on my old files if I still have that video because the thing is, I had those saved on my laptop, and my laptop had some hard drive issues, but the tech guy managed to restore my hard drive, bless his soul, and I managed to find a lot of old stuff I had there, but I don't know if I still have those videos from Kuro the artist there. I mean, I only saw the thumbnails of his videos, but yeah, they did look cool. And the guy seems to pick up on things really fast, cause he said, "Oh, I didn't learn how to animate at first right away. I just did some moving style comic books, and then I started animating, and I made this cool stuff." I was like, "What the heck? You need to be really talented to pick up on stuff this fast." I heard Guru the artist explain how Ben 10 can transform onto a Cybertronian, but we'll have a different version because there are different types of transformers. I mean, I don't know much about Prime, but I've seen that yes, there are different types. Okay, time to fix her hand here a bit. Kuro made a whole video explaining what Ben 10 can turn into and what not. Now that's dedication. I mean, most Ruby fans wouldn't make a video on how Aura works. Aura's just difficult, man. No one wants to explain it. Also, it by the way, it got dark on my end, but I haven't closed the curtains because this is a tablet. It has light. But I finished this, and I'm gonna be ending the stream. Because I also have to send an email to the commissioner to ask him if he thinks this is good progress. But to shorten everything, Ben can only transform into things that have DNA. Oh, so only quote living things. Okay. I mean, there's only so far the Omnitrix can go. Yes and no. Well, yes, but actually no. Man, I hope Matrix fell asleep already. I hope he's not just reading JoJo as we speak. Some medias have dead things that have DNA, like Ghost from Danny Phantom. Oh right, ectoplasm and stuff. Of course, Kuro would know that he was a Danny Phantom fan. Who wasn't? It was a good show. Actually, now that I think about it, you guys know how Nickelodeon slash Paramount Plus has been rebooting a lot of their old shows. Like they made the iCarly reboot. They're making that Zoe 101 reboot. They made that awful live action Fairly Odd Parents show. They made like two SpongeBob shows, I think. I'm surprised they haven't brought back Danny Phantom because that's a show that could do really well. That did well back in the day and could do really well again if it's in the right hands. Because, yeah, Bush Hartman may not be working for the company anymore. But a lot of the writing that people really loved about Danny Phantom was not done by him. I think it was done by Steve Marmel, who was also the character designer. Ben 10 can transform into something like Sonic. I mean, the super speed alien was already blue. He was way more waspy though. Dude, Ben 10 is like what? At least in the first show, a 10-year-old? You telling me he wouldn't be a Sonic fan? Of course he would be. Yeah, this turned out good. It's turning out good. I sure hope Ivy's paint doesn't crash. Here, Ben 10 in the first series, 10 years old, Alien Force and Ultimate 16, Omniverse I think 17 or 18. Um, did Omniverse come out before Alien Force and Ultimate? Because, like I said, I never watched Ben 10 because I could never get into it. But I know after the first series, there was one where he was older. Oh, Surreal says, yeah, oh, okay, yeah. But then they made another show with a different Arcel where he was still all older looking, like he was a teenager. It did. Oh, okay, okay. So I guess they made that other series when he was a bit younger to fill in the blank slash not completely reboot the show. Also, yeah, Ben 10 can turn into a meta-human and a camera rider. You know, it. And also, the more that I think about it, it's like it's weird that I didn't like Ben 10 as a kid because I like alien stuff. Like, I liked aliens. I like the Predator. I I watch all of Voltron. Yes, even I watch all of Voltron Legendary Defender. Even when it really went downhill. Why didn't I like Ben 10? Did I find him annoying? But like, bro, I was younger than him when that show aired for me. Doing a live action Ben 10 show would be impossible. It's already hard doing the movies. Isn't there already a live action Ben 10 or am I just high off Or am I just off my high horse? I could swear there was a live action Ben 10 and it just wasn't good. But Sorara, metahumans are humans, so Ben 10 can turn into a human. No, when Ben turns into a metahuman, he just gets the power from the metahuman. Wait, can Ben 10 turn into someone else? Like, if he wanted to, could he turn into Wen? Or like someone that looks exactly like Wen? No, but oh, but there were Ben 10 live action movie, but aliens barely show up and the CGI is really bad. Oh, I've been there. It hurts. It hurts so bad. He can turn into Enudite. That is the original form of Wen. Her mana form. Original form of Wen. Are you telling me that Wen isn't originally human? Is that why she could control, quote, magic? But okay, at least they give you an explanation of why he can turn exactly into someone else. Did you see Hellboy 2005 movie? No, I was never a big movie person. Her father is a human and her mother is an Enodite. Okay. An Enodite can have a human form. Gotcha. And here I was thinking that she just learned magic powers because she was just that good. It makes sense. Huh. I guess Ben having the Omnitrix isn't so weird when you consider that he has family that is part alien. In hindsight, maybe he was the normal one of his family. Alright, I think she's done. Let's hide this. What do you guys think? I think it's looking good. It obviously still needs some line weight here and there, but other than that, hey, I finished my work before 3 a.m. I think it's good, thank you. I think so too. It just need a few extra touches, but I can add those offline before sending it to the commissioner. Kuro made a gender bend Ben 10 character design. They're really creative. I mean, just 10-year-old Ben, or for all his versions? Because if so, props to him. Gender bend designs are fun, man. Omnitrix can make you trade gender because of the alien you chose. Looks cool. Like, Bill Chili. Big Chili is female. Oh, I didn't know that. Benton Lord goes hard. Just when Kevin and Ben as kids and and teenagers. Oh, all of them. Oh, he went all out. Okay, I know I still have to draw the stripes, but I'm gonna leave it here, guys, because it really is dark outside and I need to close my curtains. I can see my neighbors and they can see me. Oh, they really went all out. It'd be like that. That actually, I think Matrix watched Ben 10 when he was young, because he has mentioned it to me a few times. And if we still has time after Prime, we can give Ben 10 a shot in case I do like it now that I'm an adult with better taste. So yeah, be seeing you guys next time. I hope life treats you well, and I hope I didn't monopolize too much of your time. Cause how long did the stream last? 2 hours. 2 hours. Nice. So yeah, I'm gonna be ending it here, but this was super fun. I'll try to stream 2 to 3 times a week, and I'll definitely make a schedule, like actually have a set some set hours from when I'm gonna stream, because I know how YouTube can be. It never notifies you. But yeah, see you guys next time, and until then, bye.